When I was in middle school, as soon as that final bell rang, I'd go hit the YMCA. I can't tell you how many shots I've taken there or how many games I won or lost, but it always felt like home base for me. I always dreamed about something bigger. I want all the kids here.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. I'm Kevin Harlan along with, and David Aldridge is standing.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out."
DA, thanks a lot. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox is out there with Halliburton. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Lakers win the tip. Well, we know the playoffs are right around the corner, Greg. Do you think any of these teams change their approach for playoff contenders?
Kev, you know, goal number one is health. I mean, outside of that, you're looking at seeding. You're trying to fine-tune, but you want to just get it dialed in and get ready for what's about to be a marathon run, you hope, in the postseason.
Find that fine-tuning. Drummond passes to Jay, and he makes that one. And here is Fox. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Passes it to Barnes. Bagley against Schroeder. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
Bagley showing his feel right there for the game and that particular play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That's good from Bagley.
Now think about this. Marvin Bagley is on a high school team, but you add to that the 2018 first overall pick in DeAndre Ayton. Can you imagine being 16 and stepping onto a gym floor with those two guys?
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Over to the wing. Outside, Davis. The pass to Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Again, Los Angeles.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And stolen by James. Pass to Jay. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Fox with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers. To the inside. Here's Whiteside, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Fox passes to Barnes. That one's off, still out of sync.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now Sacramento on the break. Three-pointer Bagley. Again, the miss by the Kings. Lakers leading by 6. James outside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
LeBron putting the ball down on the deck. You just can't stop him when he goes straight to the rim.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Right outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Medu. Sacramento again missing. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Jay, and the basket is good. Jay's got 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Healed outside, and they get it. The Lakers with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Kuzma, left side. Fade away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
A second chance effort. A nice shot by Medu.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And they pick up 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right, looking around. Healed outside. Clock at 6. And he dunks it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Los Angeles. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defense.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Barnes. He can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 38 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Schroeder against Fox. Los Angeles leading by 18. Here's James. Count that bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Lakers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in.
What's up?
Free throw, no good for LeBron.
It's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
Bagley the pass to Ball. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
Pass to Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Fox. He's got 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. There's the lob to the hoop, and Halliburton slams it in.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
Here's LeBron. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. James has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Bagley. Over Drummond. Bagley kicks to Fox. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats. And so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Fox against Schroeder.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Medu, he's checked in for Bagley. Terrence Davis comes in for Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Wright in for Fox. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. Dishes to Wright. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Davis surveying the floor. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Hield's got 5 points so far. Kuzma passes to Jay. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Right, the pass to Hield. 6 to shoot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hield's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Count it.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Free throw good, LeBron. The Kings trail by 17. Outside, Fox. Barnes dishes to Fox, and he gets it to go. 10 points for him.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Jay, the pass to Drummond. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now, here is Halliburton. James covering. Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. Can't hit from 12.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
That's good from Jay. Now Fox. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Lakers Leading by 20. Taking a look at the Lakers. Andre Drummond is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Jay. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2 guard. Right side Gasol from 17 feet out. And that one drops.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Gasol. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Halliburton passes to Fox. Count the basket.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Down low, here's Jay. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Whiteside's checked in for O'Neal. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Halliburton passes to Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Now, here is Halliburton, guarded closely. Drummond working against Whiteside. Here's Fox, and he's good on the 3-ball. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
There's the pass to Halliburton. Nice D from Jay. Lakers leading by 18. LeBron passes to Jay. To the middle. And he converts the layup. Jay's got 32 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Fox against Schroeder. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
To the right side. Jay, the pass to Drummond. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Over in the corner, Barnes. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I'd like to see him square up and sink those Jays.
Back to Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up. Yep, that one goes. Fox has got 14 points here in the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win. For Los Angeles.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And the Lakers making a change here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Bruno Fernando comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. And it's Matthews in for Dennis Schroeder. The shot by Ramsey, no good. And here's the Lakers. Jay, guarded by Fox. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I'm the 2KMC.
For the land of the free.
Lots of 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all you.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while they're...
Great stuff as always, DA, thanks. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play at, Doris. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this. In the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Brown, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Drummond passes to Jay.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Passes it to Roby. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. James, the pass to Jay. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Inside, Roby draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here. Out to the right wing. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Pakusevsky. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Clippers.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Pakusevsky. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Now, here's Melodon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers. Free throw line jump shot. Reverses. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint, here's Harrell, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
That three off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And good that time.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Pokusevski. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. And it's Brown missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Theo Maledon picks one up. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Jay. Now Smith. 26 points for him last game against the Clippers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And the athleticism of Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be problematic, particularly off the dribble drive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, think back to the 2017 NBA draft. Dennis Smith Jr. was the 9th overall pick. There were many who believed he could have gone sooner, and some still think he should have. Let's see what plays with this young man's career.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, leading by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Montrezl Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jay in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Kings played superbly. He dropped in 34 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And here is Los Angeles now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the shooting guard position. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Schroeder missing. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Pokusevski. Roby the pass to Dort. Here's Pokusevski. Covered by LeBron. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 10. The 10-footer. Here's Drummond. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
A tenacious rebounder. Drummond's brute strength and long arms come in handy on the glass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Dort passes to Roby. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Inside. Roby can't hit.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 14 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
So it's the Lakers now. Lakers leading by 17. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Jay, the pass to James. It's good. James has got his third bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And the Lakers with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. To the inside. Here's Jay. Rebound by Smith.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Passes it to Roby. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Sweet little floater. 12 points for him.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's the three. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Jay. Jay's got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Roby. It's good. Roby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Davis up top. Out to Kuzma. Pulls up from the corner. They grab their own miss. And Harrell slams it in.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
Smith right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Smith hits them both. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Jay covered by Smith. It's tipped. It's taken away by Smith. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. No good from Jay.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Pass to Jerome. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Harrell, Caldwell Pope out there with Jay, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the Lakers with some changes. Drummond comes in for Marc Gasol. And LeBron's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Kicks it to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Jay. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Roby's checked in. Dort passes to Brown. And the pass to Jerome. The Thunder with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jay, the pass to Harrell. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low. And here we go. Here's Jerome. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James. And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Schroeder. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Here's Jay, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. To the middle, and the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
.11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jerome. Smith feeling it out a bit, and so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K
Next play is from Cafe Duro in the city. Bold move backflipping during a play, then stuns him with the recovery block. And what's this? So much intimidation that even the celebration dance forces a miss. Astounding. Next is Cash Send.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And with pregame.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5.
Sometimes you watch Steph get a shot up. You just appreciate what you're seeing. And perhaps the best shooter of all time.
Now here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Drummond trying to get himself free. Lays it up off the glass.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Here's Curry. His last outing with 20 points. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The pass to Jay. And he knocks down the jumper. And here is Curry. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Oubre with it. Davis is on him.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Jay. Jay's got 7 points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Curry passes to Thompson. And yes, it's good.
And with that great positional size, Thompson confident at getting to this area and converting with consistency.
Jay, the pass to James. To the inside, Jay, and that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Not letting that one fly. Drumming using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Golden State also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Now here's Curry. Goes up from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harrell finds Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jay. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Curry dishes to Oubre. Now here's Wiseman. He's defended by Harrell. Oubre passes to Pascal. Inside. Curry's shot is good. He's got 6.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And Davis puts it in.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Warriors with some changes. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Eric Pascal. Ken Bazemore comes in for Oubre, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Curry. Here's Hart. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now here's Bazemore. Tight defense on him. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
The shot, again, Los Angeles.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Wiseman. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Harrell. Jay, he's covered by Bazemore. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Horton Tucker with the putback, and Kuzma stays with it.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
Here's Bledsoe, and the layup is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
I can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of log practicing, but it started with a love for what I could do and just love shooting, love being in the gym with a ball in my hands, and knew from early I was kind of a natural at it, but in order to get to this level and for me to have gotten better, that's the catalyst.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Different look here for the Warriors. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Wiseman. Kelly Oubre comes in for Josh Hart. Thompson, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Curry subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Thompson misses.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Thunder was tremendous. He scored 18 points, and his ability to keep getting back to the foul line helped their cause tremendously. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. And Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Thompson passes to Wiggins. Lock at 6. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Warriors making a change here. Weissman's checked in. That's good from Jay.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the 2nd quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Using those long gazelle-like strides, Wiggins beats everybody to the punch. They have to foul him to stop him.
It's his first trip to the line. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Schroeder, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And Drummond kicks it over to Schroeder. Lakers working the ball around now. Down low, Haskell with the steal. Pass to Curry. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Caldwell Pope outside. Jay Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And Bledsoe, here we go. He's off on that one. Some solid defense right there from Jay. Lakers leading by 6.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player, but he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's stolen by Wiseman. Bazemore against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Bazemore. Not a lot of room. Snatched away. And they're on the break. All alone. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded closely, and Wiggins throws it down.
Wiggins just staying with it, refusing to let the defense get the better of him there.
Bledsoe comes over to help. Jay, the pass to Kuzma. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. That one goes in.
It's going to take more than that to stop Bledsoe now. Come on. I mean, this guy excels at taking contact and handling punishment on the way up.
Jay, the pass to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Passes to Horton Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Different look here for the Warriors. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Wiseman. Kelly Oubre comes in for Josh Hart. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Curry subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Offensive rebound from past the arc. The putback, Harrell on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 8.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Thompson outside. Oubre for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Oubre, and it's Paschal in at the center, locking down the middle. Pulls up for 3, and the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from Jay. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Wiggins surveying the floor. For 3, Oubre. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Schroeder against Curry. They need this. Rebound the Lakers.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Davis. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout called the Warriors. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Wiseman's checked in for Golden State. Thompson outside. And James pulls it down. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Warriors trailed by 19. On its way from Curry for 2. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Thompson misses, and here are the Lakers. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Jay, the pass to Drummond. Schroeder outside, launches a 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Jay, the pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down, and he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Curry passes to Pascal. Over Drummond. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And some much needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Lakers.
Here's Jay. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And in the final game of the season series between these two, they did everything out there they needed to close out with a winning record, 3-1 against the Warriors.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Oubre against James. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Thompson inside. Some solid defense there from Jay. James outside. He kicks it to Schroeder. Jay, the pass to Davis. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. Down low. Here's Oubre. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And there's the pass to Drummond. Here's Jay. No good.
An elite defender. Thompson's basketball IQ, size, and length is a lethal concoction.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that
One more wreck gem with go-getter and a bunch of numbers. Down 4 with 4 seconds. Is it game over? A corner 3 gives some hope. But only
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And as things get ready to roll.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's...
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Culver. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Outside, Russell. Six to shoot. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
And good awareness by Russell. Just reading the defense, goes with the floater there over the top.
The pass to Jay. Here's Davis. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Switch.
Right wing. That's a two from Towns. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Passes it to Jay. Lakers passing it around. Again, Los Angeles.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Here's Jay. Johnson with the block.
Sneaky shot blocker. James Johnson is not the biggest guy, but he has the reach to do it.
On the wing, James. Pass to Jay. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
To the middle, here's Davis. Goes back up. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
I think they had some key takeaways from that one. Things they did well and things they can improve upon.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Marc Gasol's checked in for Drummond. Harrell comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Noel. Here's Towns. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
The bench loves that play from Montrezl Harrell. His physicality makes him hard to stop.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And Beasley, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Jay. The shot's good from Gasol.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 6. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Towns. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Gasol.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And Harrell slams it in.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Beasley up top. 9 points last game out. He gets it in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. A nice shot by Gasol.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now the pass to Towns. Great D that time from Harrell.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
The shot's good from Jay.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Malik Beasley. McDaniels is out there with Towns, and it's Reed in at the power forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Warriors was superb. He contributed 31 points, and he was in a groove all game long from both the free throw line and behind the arc. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a 21. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
Russell passes to Towns. To the inside, Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Schroeder has really improved as a three-point shooter. With that shot, he becomes even more dangerous.
Passes it to Towns, and it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Johnson at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot.
Playing with power, that's Johnson's game. Forces the defender to foul.
For Minnesota, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Russell, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's good.
And you see Russell taking the hit on that shot. Great body control, potential and one.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Drummond from down in the low post. It goes.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Deep 2 from Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Marcus All's checked in for Davis. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Free throw good, Drummond.
Well, now when you foul Drummond, he can hurt you a little bit at the line. He's much improved.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Reed. Fades and shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
From deep, James nailed from 3-point land. James has got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Inside, shot to stop the run, and Towns throws it down.
And guys, he's
Not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Feeds to Gasol. James outside. And the pass to Jay. Gasol kicks to James. And Drummond throws it down.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Here is Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Culver. Over LeBron. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Caruso. Here's Jay. The pass to Gasol. To the inside. Down low. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Knocked loose. Fast break, the Lakers.
Come on, shoot!
It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Edwards. Culver with it. He kicks to Edwards. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Gasol passes to Jay, and he gets the bucket. Jay's got 17 now.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
Bounce pass, Russell, up in time, and he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit, good awareness of the time.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away, we'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game, brought to you by State Farm. Jay's checked in for the Lakers. Timberwolves also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Muscala, and James Johnson is subbed in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Noel passes to Beasley. Here's Noel. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
LA has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, James Johnson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns. And it's Noel in at point guard. Pass to Towns. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Buries the long-range jumper.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Noel. Fast break, the Lakers. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And he comes up with the deuce. 26 points for Jay.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Beasley kicks to Towns. The fadeaway. Yep, that one goes in there. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Lakers.
And it's in there.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Beasley against Caldwell Pope. Pulls up. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Muscala. Pass to McLaughlin. Up top, Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Fernando, the pass to Jay. Good on the shot. Jay's got it, got 31.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Remember, check back here June 18th. That's when we will announce the winners in each category in the Shoe Creator Contest. And then you get to vote for which shoe you want to see in game.
And if you've recently come across our 2K
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even
David Aldridge, thank you. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. Will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now Sacramento starting five. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the center. Hield outside. Pass to Barnes. And here's Whiteside, defended by Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Whiteside off the drive. Great D that time from James. Here's Jay. Back to Drummond. He feeds it to Davis. There's the pass to Jay. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. For 3. And it's James missing. And here now the Kings. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis is offense has changed. It now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do. This is who Hill is. You make a 3 on his squad, he's coming for retribution.
Here's Davis on the mark with the 15-footer.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's Fox following the basket by Anthony Davis. On the wing, Hield. Covered by LeBron. Fires for 3. Hield can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Whiteside finds Fox. A rebound by the Lakers. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Count it.
I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Drummond. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Both free throws good from James. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here is Halliburton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Here's Wright. The Kings need to get off a shot here. O'Neal misses. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. The three. And the three ball is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:09 left in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Wright. He's tightly guarded. Here's Holmes. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the Lakers with some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for the Kings. Wright looking around. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Halliburton. They can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Jay. Feeds it to Harrell. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Jay the pass to Harrell. Releases. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Lakers lead by 11. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. To the paint, here's Jay. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He contributed 31 points, and his percentage was impressive.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Free throw good, LeBron.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, GA. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Wright finds Holmes. Here's Medu, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Davis. The shot's good from James.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Davis looking for an opening. This one for three. That shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
Hield outside. Barnes against James. A pass to Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout called the Lakers.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking, more ambidextrous, that they can use either hand at a high level.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Kicks it to Schroeder. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fox with it. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
Listen, you better know where Fox is at all times, especially in transition, where he is downright dangerous.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That one is on Hield. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. That free throw good from James. And here is Fox. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Floats one. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What a powerful.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 11. And 1:01 left in the third. Outside, Davis jacks up a 3, buries it from 3-point range. Davis has got 7 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
To the middle, here's Harrell, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
and improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Davis. He has 7. To the paint. Here's Medu. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
16 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Davis, that's for 2. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Here's Harrell. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Harrell is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jay. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Horton Tucker in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. And so he hits both. Here's Horton Tucker. The pass to Harrell. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. Healed outside. It's Drummond with the rebound.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Jay, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holmes against Drummond. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Holmes.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to them. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Inside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Fox passes to Hield. A 3 ball. The rebound by the Lakers.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings trail by 18. Outside, Fox. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Now here's Whiteside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barnes. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
A seasoned shooter like Barnes isn't going to back down. I mean, he puts up the shot and draws the foul.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Fox kicks to Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off him.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
Stolen. Passes it to Jay. Here's Fernando. He's guarded by Davis. Fernando, the pass to Jay. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Hey, watch left, watch left.
Right outside. Banked in off the glass.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to Gasol. The shot will not fall. Good D by Jones. Matthews against O'Neal. That one good for 2.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Hey, right here. Come on, shoot.
And stolen by Wright. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you.
It's an honor to, be a part of something this big.
To see something I created in it would be really, really cool.
I love sneakers. This is what I am. This is what I live.
I mean, it's full customization at this point.
I'm a shoeaholic. If you vote for me, I appreciate you guys.
It would be definitely a huge honor.
I hope I can win it.
Yo, I'm Brian, and I'm the substitute 2K MC.
A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Phoenix Suns have struggled.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
It makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Suns, we've got Devin Booker. Saric is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Craig in at the small forward. To the inside. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Davis, the pass to Jay. Good work there as it goes.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Booker with it. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Houston, and the shot is good.
Such a creative scorer as Devin Booker. Look at him just checking out the options and scoring that time.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Booker looking around. Al Paul really played well against Houston in his last outing. Passes it to Craig. Clock at 6. For 3, Booker drains the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
Oh, too much. Look at that.
That size and athleticism makes it look easy. AD up on the rim.
For Phoenix, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And there's the pass to Paul. Pass to Saric. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Here's Jay. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Davis throws it down.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Davis has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Ball again, Schroeder. Here's the floater, and it's laid in by Paul.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Takes the 13-footer, up again, and Drummond is right there.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Andre Drummond. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Payne. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Jay, the pass to Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Jay. The dish now to Gasol. Puts up a 3, and that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Jay. Jay's got 7.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Harrell, that's good.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact.
There's a minute left to play in the first. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix, trailing by 4. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Jay. So both teams making some changes here. Dario Saric is out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Suns trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Kings was all business. He contributed 31 points, and his unselfishness with the ball, combined with his defensive activity, made a huge impact. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Saric dishes to Kaminsky over Davis. And again, it's the Suns missing. Lakers leading by 4. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 10.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Phoenix has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Pass to Paul. And it's denied.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Marcus All's checked in for Los Angeles. Craig, so much excitement. The final game of the regular season is here.
You know, be it the playoffs for those lottery teams, maybe a nice family vacation. There's always a silver lining for everybody.
Right. They can play 2K, too, if they're not in the playoffs, right? Jay, the pass to Schroeder. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Schroeder's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to Craig. Now here's Šorić. On the wing, Booker. 6 to shoot. Over Davis. Offensive rebound. Kaminsky. Good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
James, the pass to Jay. They double him with Booker. Here's Davis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Defense maybe got away with the foul there, but AD too good for their best efforts with that shot.
And the pass to Booker. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
And the Lakers with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Back to Payne from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jay. Here's Caruso. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Diallo. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Down low, Drummond loads it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, just looking at this box score and wondering what Anthony Davis hasn't done. This guy's been on a roll since the tip.
Ball stolen. It's stolen by Šorić. Pass to Paul. Here's Craig. Pass to Booker. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Booker's got 14.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That one's good. The Laker lead is kept back down to 6. They get the basket from Devin Booker.
And Booker, no fear at going to the basket. He's got the size as a 2-guard to do that.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
To the middle.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Basket good. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
6-10. Quick off the floor. And Davis on the interior now doing damage.
Schroeder against Paul. And Šarić kicks to Booker. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And it's good for 2. Davis has got 21.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the Suns call time here. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. The Lakers have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Carter, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 13. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's
1:25 left to play in the third. Lakers working the ball around now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Diallo inside, guarded by Kuzma. Back to Diallo. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol. The Suns have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Gasol passes to Jay. The shot's good. And that's now 18 points for Jay.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Payne. It's deflected.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Johnson. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Good work defensively by Gasol. Lakers leading by 15. Pass to Harrell. Makes it off the glass. Harrell's got 8 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Smith, no luck. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Payne out there with Booker. Then it's Smith, and it's Craig in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Payne looking around. The pass to Booker. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Smith. Kaminsky comes in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. And then for Los Angeles, Davis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Here's Paul. And it's sent back by Drummond. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Jay. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And here they come. And there's the bucket from Jay. 30 points for Jay.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kaminsky kicks to Paul. Sharch dishes to Paul. The teardrop falls in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. That's now 32 points for Jay.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Paul. Here's Craig, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And Davis gets it to go.
Man, there should be a law against that right there. AD, size, athleticism, and then he gives you the J.
Now here's Booker. D right on him. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Up the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
That one falls.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Kaminsky, the pass to Craig. Misses the three. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Paul. Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here are the Lakers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Looking to end the run. He can't hit that time. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
more Wednesday action, I better see all you high flyers at Dunk Fest, where you can earn prizes by working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. To recap, here's our big board of upcoming events in the neighborhood. Substitute 2K MC out. I'm gonna hit the 2K beach and tan for a little bit.
Welcome to a new episode of 2K TV.
Yes, welcome. And before we announce the Shoe Creator Challenge finalists, how about some free BC?
Let's jump right into a 2K TV Interactive, this week sponsored by TikTok.
It's playoff time, so we've got some NBA playoff trivia, and we're going way back. Now, the Boston Celtics won 8 consecutive NBA championships until the 1966-67 season. Which team knocked them off their streak?
Was it the Chicago Bulls, the New York Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers, or the San Francisco Warriors?
San Francisco Warriors. That sounds weird.
To have my shoe in the game would be a privilege. It'd be an honor. It'd be probably the coolest thing I've done.
I've been playing, NBA 2K since probably the first one, for more than a decade now. So to be with the game for that long and, to see something I created in it would be really, really cool.
I try to be very creative with anything I do with 2K. When it comes to shoes or uniforms, it really makes sure my players stand out. It's full customization at this point.
When it comes to shoes, I love them. So I'm a shoeaholic.
When I created the shoe, I really took other people's and the community's, opinions and what they would like into consideration. So yeah, I thought of you guys. So it'd be dope if you could think of me and, vote for the shoe.
It would mean a lot to have my shoe in the game, because that lets me know that, my creative ability is getting seen by so many people. And I hope I can win it.
If I don't win, I just hope the person that does win, that they enjoy it, live in a moment. Because, it's an honor to, be a part of something this big. And shout out to my mom. She just beat cancer. She got a chance to ring the bell today. So big shout out to you, Mom. You did it. Let's keep moving forward.
Now get ready to vote. We have the 2K21 Shoe Creator Challenge finalists.
There have been so many impressive submissions. I cannot wait to see which one gets selected and gets their shoe inside 2K.
Such a tough decision, so we left it up to a true expert, concepts creative director and designer, Dion Point.
I'll be looking for color for sure, how they mesh together. I'll be looking at what the story is that brought you those colors. So I think those two can kind of be separated. And then lastly, just something that catches me off guard. When I see it, I'll know it. And I think, the majority of people at home will too.
It's just crazy because if there's anybody in the shoe game that knows shoes, he's one of the top.
I hope that he picks my shoe. That would be it.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Devin Booker. Charge is out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Jay, defended by Booker. The pass to Jay. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. To the left side wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Booker with it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Jay rejected by Booker. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in your face, physical, high energy plays like that one.
Now here's Paul. After the miss from Jay, the shot's good from Paul.
Now there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Inside. Passes it to Jay. Trying to get open, it's Davis. No good from Jay.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Down low, here's Booker. Basket counts.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Booker outside. No good, shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Jay, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Jay. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Nails the 16-footer. Paul's got his second basket.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
Here's Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Out to Saric. Here's Craig. Lock at 6. Pass to Paul. From outside, off the mark. LeBron James on the wing. And Davis throws it down.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Smith. Good D by Gasol. And Los Angeles guys shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot's good from Jay.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's Payne. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Payne hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To the middle. Inside shot. And no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Carter outside. Pass to Johnson. 55 seconds left to play here in the first.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Out to Payne. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marcus Gasol. Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Smith hits them both. Lakers leading by 4. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Harrell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, defense can try and shut down Montrezl Harrell, but the closer you are, the more he wants to finish.
Payne looking around. Shot clock at 6, and Jay gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kaminsky misses. Lakers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Gasol at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Sharge, and slam dunk by Sharge.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
It's stolen by Sharge. Here's Booker. Great D that time from Davis.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The pass to Saric. And here is Kaminsky. 1:29 left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Suns was superb. He had 35 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare, one of the great shot blockers in the league.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kaminsky kicks to Johnson. Saric trying to break free, misses off the left iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
LeBron, good.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
From deep three-point range, a dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Frank Kaminsky. Booker out there with Paul. Then there's Saric, and it's Craig in at the three.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Passes it to Booker. He kicks it to Saric. And the three off target. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Jay. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
It's incredible to me how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer. He's a creator. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. Saric passes to Craig. And here's Booker from the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul for three. Knocks down the three ball. Paul's got 13.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Harrell the pass to Jay. And he lays it straight in. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
James against Paul. Over James. Paul's shot is off.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Fires from 14. Pass to Jay. Fires from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Diallo. No good on the three. Lakers leading by 21. James looking it over. And finished off by LeBron.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Carter the pass to Paul. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And Los Angeles with some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Caldwell Pope in for James. And Phoenix also making a switch. Payne, he's checked in for Chris Paul. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
Johnson for 3. That one misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the paint, here's Jay, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Pass to Diallo. .110 left to play in the third. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
Now Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Jay. Yes, that goes in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Suns shooting just 31% in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson left side. 6 to shoot to the inside. Here's Payne. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Payne's got 8 points.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Gasol passes to Jay. Here's Horton Tucker. Tries it from 19. The offensive rebound. 2 points. That one goes.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
For 3, Booker, and the miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Jay's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
McLemore is out there with Davis. Then there's Jay, and it's Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Paul kicks to Booker. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, we think of Chris Paul as the master of setting up teammates, but when he starts to cook, look out.
Down low, Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Jay. Fires the 3, and it's Paul missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Booker left side. From 20 feet out. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Davis, the pass to Caruso. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for McLemore. And the Suns here with a different look. Nader's checked in. Langston Galloway comes in for Torrey Craig. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Carter in for Chris Paul. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. No. Good from Jay. Here's Galloway. Kicks it to Carter. Now here's Moore. Smith outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Carter, the pass to Moore. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Lakers the other way. Offside Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now the pass to Nader. Here's Galloway. It's good from long range.
Now, this is just carryover from the excellent three-point marksmanship he showed at St. Joseph's. Galloway showing he can stretch it out to NBA range.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And so here's Phoenix. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
NBA. Are you ready? Here we go. For the first category for best throwbacks, these are...
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Kaminsky. Then there's Saric, and it's Craig in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron.